Okay, we're going to introduce you to a new part of our tenements up here. We all know the Sorpresa block down here, and we're going to introduce you to this new and quite exciting panel up here. That's our scale, so there's a kilometre. We're talking about a lot of country here, so don't get the idea it's just where we're standing. These things are measured by the kilometre, which is an incredibly good start for a new
to
gold
the north
area.
of the township of Fifield.
Yeah, and Sorpresa.
And
We're in the north-south corridor. That's the bit we really are excited about, to get hold of this newly refined corridor that makes so much jolly sense in where the gold is going and where we can put the majority of our effort into on this. Everything good's coming out in the north-south corridor. I mean, that's rather neat. In my business, you tend to get a lot of scatter, but if you can see a reason and a delivery in the actual in an actual corridor, it gives you a lot better hope of locking onto bigger deposits, because that's about 9k. That's a huge amount of ground.
Yeah, it is. And we've had some successful sampling up here. That's why we're very encouraged.
We certainly have. This area here, it was known to have a little trace of gold here from quite a long time ago, but nothing much was made of it, and that was pre-Sorpresa, so it had to stand on its own merit. It was sort of seen as being, you know, gold anomalous, but where it stuck out of the ground. Our work's taken it way out from this. This hill here is now a relatively small part of the total anomaly.
I see.
And we are getting, I mean, this is great values in these pebbles here.
So we've done sampling on this very spot here.
Yes. And this is absolute Sorpresa-like material with black silica, and it's not just plain. It's not like just black silica. It's black silica that's had a lot happen to it. It's mineralised, and the average in everything we're standing on is about 0.1 of a gram. Doesn't sound a lot, but it's a lot more than what you would get even in Sorpresa.
So Sorpresa soil sampling, typically we had a sort of 10 to 25 ppb. Trench 31 was 25 to 50 from memory, yeah, and we've got 100 ppb here just at this point.
Yes, on the rock chips, these little fine fellows.
Okay. Have you got a sample that you can pull up that looks very similar or identical to Sorpresa style material just on the ground there?
Yeah.
Good example.
Right where you're standing.
Well, X marks the spot.
X marks the spot. These samples here,
yep,
these would go into the mineralised area. There's not the best demonstration of black silica, but black silica that hasn't had much happen to it is not what you want.
That's right.
You want the destroyed vein. You know, look at this. It's got all these little breaks and things through it. This has had a lot happen to it. Yeah, we want the stuff with action in it. And the gold is following these action corridors. You've got to put a structure through it to give access to the hydrothermal fluids to put the gold in it. It's not going to go into a completely passive rock that doesn't do anything. So while this is not the best demonstration of black silica, it's a good demonstration of what black silica looks like after it's been through the mineralising process, and that's what we're here for. This is reconnaissance sampling. This is not gridded sampling.
Yeah.
This is me going out and finding out where the ground is auriferous. We're standing on that sample there.
Okay.
And that's 98 ppb. And if you're sampling somewhere that's got no gold in it at all, you'll have between 1 and 2 ppb.
Okay.
So that's, you know,
so
that's
well
what
above
they
the
look
baseline.
like. That's the 1s and 2s.
Yep.
They don't feature as anything except a little dot in the middle, which means it hasn't had gold in it. These ones are starting to kick up. These ones, we had this hill here,
yeah,
and 2 lines across it. I thought, which way is it breaking out? Because at Sorpresa, it's not the hill that's the best bit, it's the flanks to it. So I did this whole traverse around here, which makes it, you know, look so different. But how amazing was that, in that it went around here with tremendous values, That's 250 metres out there. If you just go out there 250 metres, you're still on a first-rate gold anomaly.
Wow. So this grid represents 500 by 500 metres, those squares.
Absolutely, it does.
And the solid diamond shapes represent ppb values above 9, and we've got frequent ranges in between the sort of 20 and 50 and above.
Yeah, yes. So where I've gone above 9, I actually write the value on it, which is that one.
Right.
And that's the sample number, so don't mix them up. That's why I put a line underneath, which is the gold values.
Yeah.
But one after the other, they went. And then, I mean, we'll get a chance to look out there. But if you go 250 metres out that way, you're in very, very low slope ground. You're a long way off this hill. And the soil values essentially haven't come down. The interesting bit. See this line here. We're up here. This line across here.
Yeah.
Quite a good line. See the absence of gold there?
Yes.
That's downhill.
I see.
If the gold was emanating from here, it would be running down there.
Right, okay.
Now, here's the hill, here's the fantastic gold. That is not running from here to here.
Yeah.
For a start, it's about the same values anyway.
Yeah.
And secondly, it's way out the side there, and it doesn't run.
Mm-hmm.
It smudges a bit, which is why we do it, because we're trying to find the things that are more difficult to find.
This is average sampling, obviously, but given that it's got good coverage, it's got order of magnitude relative to Sorpresa that's at least equal, if not better, in parts so far. Slightly different style of sampling, but reflects the difficulty in the regolith to get a good sample.
Yeah, that's right. This country up here has been neglected because it is not as simple. Sorpresa's it's just got residual soil over the top of rock. Now we're standing on residual soil here.
Yes.
But you don't have to go far and out there anyway, any direction you like. It's not residual soil. It's quite complicated, got a long history. It's got a huge amount of dilution, and you can't just go out there and expect the soil to tell you things. So by using the pebbles, we're actually able to extend the surface identification of where the gold is underneath.
Yeah.
Further than you would if you went with soils. Just look at that. That is a mineralised black silica. Rosin.
I see. So that's the sort of stuff we like to see.
Absolutely. You've got these complicated brecciated. See that? Now, when I see that's where I'm really keen on. These are great samples.
Oh, excellent. That looks good.
Yeah. And you can see it just through the ground. Here's all your black silica destroyed, and here's your gosness material and your complexity. And a lot of the tan coloured sediment that you can just see in that is actually carbonaceous shale that hasn't been replaced by the silica, and it can still have gold and silver in it. So it's good.
Well, that's excellent.